$10 tip.
Yeah.
That's nice. For you?
Of course, yeah. Why not?
Do you think the girls deserve some tips tonight?
No, they get hourly.
What do you think the reading is?
100,
100,
50,
50,
60.
70.
70, 803.
It's raw, come on!
Yes, chef.
It's raw! It's raw!
I'd rather you be saying I was Brad Pitt's wife.
Gordon Ramsay has seen just about everything. Raw food, rotten kitchens, delusional owners. So when something actually catches him off guard, you know it has to be bad, or absurd, or so unbelievably stupid that even Gordon has to stop for a second and process it. And those are the moments that hit differently, because once Ramsay himself looks stunned, you already know this is going to be a disaster. One of the strangest examples of that came from Hotel Hell. Gordon is inspecting a filthy hotel room. The owner is defensive from the start, insisting things are fine and the criticism is exaggerated. So Gordon pulls out a swab test, and the rule is simple. Anything above 30 means the room is unhygienic. So when the result comes back, there's no room left for denial. It isn't 40, it isn't 80, it's 803.
Anything above 30, you're in the danger zone for unhygienic practices, and it's not fit for customers. What do you think the reading is?
100,
100,
50,
50,
60.
70.
70, 803.
That alone is insane, but then it gets worse. Once Gordon starts pressing on the smell in the room, an employee reveals that there may have been an accident in there.
It smells like there's crap all over the floor.
Probably because there's crap on the floor.
Probably, could be.
What does that mean, could be?
And somehow, instead of being horrified, the owner still tries to defend herself, saying that yes, things happen, but the rest of the room is clean. That's the moment another employee finally snaps and gives her the reality check she clearly needed, spelling out that this isn't about one rug or one stain. It's about the whole picture. And even after that,
The rest of the room is dusted and clean.
He's not talking about the room, it's not about the rug, it's not about the food, it's about the whole picture. Look at the
Gage, you're yelling.
Am I not allowed to yell, Sarah? Because someone has to, because you're not.
she still keeps insisting that she works all day, that she gets good feedback, that the real problem isn't the room. That's when Gordon realizes there's nothing left to fix, because once someone sees 803 and still argues, they're not ready to be helped, so he leaves. Then there's one of the most random Ramsay moments on the list. A chef brings a fish to the pass and presents it like it's something truly special, calling it full of love.
This bass is full of chef, that is love.
He gets praised. The dish is working. The moment is actually going well. And then, out of nowhere, he says he'd rather be compared to Brad Pitt's wife.
I'd rather you be saying I was Brad Pitt's wife.
That's it. That's the moment. It's so weird, so oddly specific, that even Gordon can't really do anything except laugh. And sometimes those little moments hit hardest precisely because they come out of nowhere. Kitchen Nightmares gave us a much uglier kind of disbelief with one of the most delusional owners on this list. It starts quietly. The owner doesn't even want to cook for Gordon, which already tells you something is off.
So you're trained classically in terms of...
Absolutely not. You would not want me to cook you anything.
Oh, really? And on a scale of 1 to 10, mark the food, what would you say? Where are we?
It's a 10.
Wow. Wow.
So Gordon stays calm and asks a simple question. How would she rate the food from 1 to 10? And with total confidence, she says 10. That's the first sign that this is going to be painful. So Gordon asks the next obvious thing. If the food is so perfect, then surely the service is better than the hotel next door. And that's when the twist drops. Because it turns out, she also handles the room service for that hotel.
I'm starving because the room service next door was shocking.
Wait a minute, the room service next door was shocking? What do you mean it was shocking?
There's a little hotel next door, a little boutique hotel.
We do the room service for that hotel. What was the problem?
Now Gordon already knows something's wrong because he tells her exactly what he had over there. Cold soup, stone cold crab cakes, and food that was a mushy mess. And instead of even pretending to reflect, she immediately goes on offense. She tells him he sounds like the kind of customer she would fire.
That was embarrassing.
Why? What did you have?
This pissy, grainy soup that was stone cold. Hold on, it gets worse. Crab cakes that were stone cold in the center. It was just like this ball of mush.
That's impossible to have a crab cake stone cold.
You're telling me I'm exaggerating?
I think you're one of those customers that I would fire immediately. Yeah.
You fire customers?
I have.
Okay.
Which is such a ridiculous thing to say that Gordon actually stops and asks the obvious question, you fire customers? And somehow, she says yes. That alone would be enough to make the whole scene feel unreal. But later, it gets worse. Much worse. Because when Gordon looks into the refrigerator, he finds rotten lamb bones sitting there. At that point, the problem is no longer taste. It's filth, neglect.
What is that there? What is that? What, you lost for words? The place is a filthy mess. Look, what is that? Lamb bones? Disappointed.
Total delusion. And once she realizes she's being exposed, the mask comes off completely. She gets arrogant, insults Gordon, flips him off, walks away. Then when Gordon tries to confront her again and get through to her, she completely loses it and throws him out of the restaurant.
You're calling me a
I am.
You stuck-up, precious little. Let me tell you something.
Oh boy, here we go.
Listen to me.
I'm not gonna listen to you.
You're in denial.
I'm not in denial.
Yes, you
I am
are.
not in
Yes, you
denial.
are. And you can't even accept it. Hey, you'll walk out again.
And in the middle of all of that, she lands on one of the most insane lines in the whole video. Gordon Ramsay is a disgrace to the food industry.
You are so in denial.
Okay.
You need therapy.
You're a disgrace to this industry. You would get out of my breath.
That's what makes this one unforgettable. Not just the bad food, not just the filthy kitchen, but the sheer confidence of someone who is completely, totally, unbelievably wrong. Hell's Kitchen gave us one of the most immediate, what did you think was going to happen moments with Boris. Service is already tense. Ramsay is criticizing raw food on the line. Standard Hell's Kitchen pressure. And then Boris makes the worst possible decision. He mocks him, right there, out loud.
It's raw, come on!
Yes, chef.
It's raw! It's fucking raw!
Boris, what were you thinking, buddy?
In the middle of service. The second it happens, you already know Gordon heard it, and of course he did. That's what makes the moment so perfect. It's so immediate, so unnecessary, so obviously a terrible idea, and yet Boris still does it.
Boris!
Yes, sir.
Come here.
Yes, sir.
So I'm telling her about a raw pizza, and you'll mimic me at the back.
Sorry, chef.
Yeah, so I'm telling her the pizza's raw. Come here, you.
Oh, no.
And there you go. You touch it then. Now look at me. Take the piss out of me now, face.
Ramsay's reaction is exactly what you'd expect. Equal parts disbelief and fury, because there's no strategic angle here, no misunderstanding, just a chef somehow deciding that mocking Gordon Ramsay in the middle of service might help him. Honestly, what did he think was gonna happen? Then there's a restaurant so bizarre that Gordon realizes almost immediately this isn't going to be normal. It starts with customers waiting forever for pizza, already bad, but when they try to leave, the owners completely lose it. Instead of apologizing, they curse at them, demand payment, and turn a delay into a full-on confrontation. That alone would make the place memorable.
You pay. You don't go. You, if you touch a, you come from here. I told you. You go.
Don't touch it.
Kidding me right now? I'm kidding. I'm you. Not kidding you. You.
Call the police.
Pay the money. No, I want the money from him.
I am calling the police.
But then Gordon meets the owners, and somehow it gets even stranger. He asks if they have children, and the owner says yes, 3 little boys, only they're not children, they're cats. And she explains it like that's a perfectly normal answer, adding that she basically speaks fluent feline. That's the moment you realize this place isn't just chaotic, it's operating in an entirely different reality. And the absurdity doesn't stop there, because not long after, Gordon asks one of the servers if she makes good tips. Simple question. And that's when another ugly truth comes out. She doesn't keep the tips, the owner takes them.
$10 tip.
Yeah.
That's nice. For you?
Of course, yeah. Why not?
Do you think the girls deserve some tips tonight?
No, they get hourly.
And so do you think if I went and asked every customer when they leave a tip that it goes straight to the owner and not to the server, do you think they'd be astounded? Let me ask that table there. Sir, the tip that you left the young lady server, the owner takes the tips.
No. Okay.
Don't me.
That's what makes this whole case so strong. It's not just one crazy moment, it's layers. First, the customers get cursed out, then the owners turn out to be completely detached from reality. Then Gordon finds out they're taking money that should be going to the staff, and once he confronts them publicly, the whole thing gets even more ridiculous. Because instead of backing down, the owner starts threatening Gordon and acting like he's the real tough guy in the room, basically saying Gordon thinks he's hard, but he's the gangster here, and that's the perfect ending to the whole mess. mess, because by that point, there's nothing left to expose. They're doing it to themselves. Then there's one of the most confrontational chef moments in the whole video. A head chef gets defensive with Gordon almost instantly. Instead of listening to the criticism, he starts challenging him.
I know, because you wouldn't come over here and say, you know, don't get it that crispy or don't do that with it. I mean, that's what we're looking for.
What the fuck are you on?
Telling him to come over, telling him to check if it's crispy enough, basically acting as if Gordon owes him approval. That's what makes the whole thing so bizarre, because this isn't a chef asking for help. It's a chef fishing for validation while the food is already being called out as bad. And the longer it goes on, the worse he makes himself look. He keeps arguing, keeps throwing back pointless questions, keeps acting like Gordon is the problem for not praising something that clearly isn't working.
My restaurant, I'm asking for fucking responsible. I'm asking for fucking help. Then wake up. You wake up. Idiot. Fucking come in here and help me instead of running your job.
So Gordon finally does what he always does in moments like this. He strips the whole act away. And once that happens, the scene becomes less about the dish and more about a chef whose ego is so loud that it drowns out basic common sense. And then there's one of the strangest Hell's Kitchen moments of all, Simone. In the middle of service, Simone disappears and is found lying on the sofa, saying she feels off and might just be dehydrated.
How you doing?
Yeah, so I have chills and I'm still dizzy.
But the whole thing feels strange from the start. Even Gordon seems unsure whether he's dealing with an actual medical issue or someone trying to escape the pressure.
Simone.
With the medic.
What?
With the medic.
You okay?
It's really cold.
And when she comes back, the team clearly doesn't buy it anymore either. That's what makes the moment so memorable. Not because it's loud, not because it's dramatic, but because the whole scene has this weird feeling that nobody fully believes what they're watching. And in Hell's Kitchen, once your team stops trusting you, that's a problem all by itself. Because that's the thing about Gordon Ramsay. For someone who lives inside constant chaos, the most unforgettable moments are often the ones that even he didn't see coming. Not because they were the loudest, but because they were so surreal, so delusional, or so unintentionally stupid that even Gordon had to stop and process them. And when that happens, you know you're watching something special. So which one feels the most unbelievable to you? The hotel room with a swab score of 803, the Brad Pitt's wife comment, the owner who rated her food a 10 and then threw Gordon out, Boris mocking Ramsay, the Cat Parents pizza owners who also stole the tips, the head chef demanding Gordon check if it was crispy enough, or Simone acting like nobody would question that weird exit. Let me know in the comments.